Top Crown Pairs trophy, a little bit dulled by the rain here in Blackpool, but you can guarantee that the enthusiasm of the finalists won't be at all dampened, because there is of course £2,000 as well for the winning pair. And indeed there might be no change, because the present holders of the trophy have won through to the final again this year, the formidable Yorkshire partnership of Alan Thompson and Bob Hitchen. They're playing a mixture, they're playing people from both sides of the Pennines. That pairing is Ken Strutt and his partner is Dave Blackburn. The final commentary, and it comes from Harry Rigby.
Hitchen leading the jack.
Hitchen setting the first mark. Don't forget they're playing for £2,000 of the BBC Two trophy. The runners-up will receive £1,000 per pair.
And that's not a bad wood to start the final with, is it, Bob Hitchen?
Well, that's how he is, Bob. As soon as I mentioned the money, he really put a good ball down.
And how about that?
And how about that? Strutt.
And Dave Blackburn said he's not getting it that easy.
Well, Hitchen set off with two real cracking balls, but there's one there from Dave Blackburn, a fellow Yorkshireman, who's teamed up to make a very, very good pairing with Ken Strutt, who plays for the Greater Manchester County.
Alan Thompson. Stopping short. And the man who's played very well throughout this competition, Ken Strutt.
Again, finding a good ball again. Strutt pulls, really gets the balls out, this man. Gone by.
Well, this could be a good start for the Strutt-Blackburn partnership. Moment of panic, just a moment of panic. Safe enough. Smile from Ken Strutt. And a good start. Strutt and Blackburn 3, Hitchen, Thompson no score.
Where's Strutt now? Card nailer from Diggle near Oldham. Plays for both the Friesland and Havelock bowling clubs. Member of the Greater Manchester County side. And there's Bob Hitchen, half of the defending championship side. Strutt giving Hitchen a bit of a chance. I don't think either of those two balls will count. Hitchen set off in great style, played two near balls and promptly got them licked 3 times by Strutt and Blackburn.
Chance for a little revenge here. Plenty of room for Bob Hitchen.
Got to be stopping. Got to be stopping. It's gone again.
Not taking advantage of the opportunity offered to him, so Dave Blackburn steps up.
All a good way off, nobody in yet. Got to get down the hill, and again. Can't lose. Gone by. Thompson there now with a big chance, counting a double at the end. After a bad start, 3 down the first end, they've now got a bit of a chance of retrieving the situation.
And he does. As expected, Alan Thompson collects a double. Gets them onto the scoreboard. Hitchen and Thompson 2, Strutt and Blackburn 3.
Still motoring on there, Hitchen. He's just played a little bit on the top side there, and the ball's just gone over a length. Now Blackburn playing the same on the bottom side, but he's gone even farther through. He's gone about 5 foot past the jack. So that takes the pressure off Hitchen a little bit. Now we'll try and play an improver with this second ball. This is the final, it's the important match, the real big one this. And he plays about a yard by. Blackburn's still got some sort of a chance now to play a real ball. Have to run to count, and again. Left it.
Took too much out of it, Dave Blackburn. Alan Thompson.
Thompson's played a fair ball now. It's rains suits Thompson a little bit. Just altering the pace of the green, but Strutt makes amends. Plays one roundabout. Very difficult there to see who actually lies on. But the last ball from Strutt looks to be big favourite to count. Thompson yet to play. Down he goes. Well, he's on a road. He's got to be stopping any time. Can win the end. Might just cock out now.
Yes, Dave Blackburn says that they have won. Last wood from Ken Strutt.
Gone by.
Won't play any part. So a slight improvement for Ken Strutt and Dave Blackburn. 1 for the Yellows. Takes them on to 4. Hitchen and Thompson 2.
She just altered the game a little bit, Richard, with the rain falling. Speed has altered somewhat now, so that the players now having to make some sort of adjustment. They might get 1 or 2 loose ends, but there again, Strutt with the jack, good player, leads well with the block.
18-inch over.
Got to stop. Just gone. Well, he's played again. He looks nicely paced, Strutt, but just a little bit tight on the road. Hitchen. Better road if it can stop. Big chance if it can stop. It's going to go out. It's gone by. Died short. Thompson trying to find a good ball, doing the trip. Gone down the hill and out. Notice here, Richard, there's only one short ball at the end. All the others have gone past the jack. Still a bit pacey. Got to pass this one now. Might count. Thompson can still play a short ball and win. Can win with the ball 2 foot short. He's got to get up to the jack. Give it a chance. Certainly far enough. Far enough. Gone out this. Unless he can get a lodge. Looks as though it may have won the end. Yes, 1-2. Hitchen and Thompson.
Just taking a little rub off the wood that was always there. Hitchen and Thompson narrow the gap. They're on 3. Strutt and Blackburn 4.
Just shows the thinking and setting the marks, Richard, here. Not going a long way, Hitchen. Hit the jack, good job. He'd have gone 4.5 foot, 5 foot by. Now it's stopped to length. That's the new one.
Oh, Blackburn.
Good ball.
Nice one. Dave Blackburn.
Got to keep running. Got to keep running. And again a bit more. That's won it. Good ball from Hitchen there. Pegging all the time, but just stopped to perfect length. Can he get down the hill? No, it's cocking its nose up now and going away. Thompson got to be careful here. Can't play too far. There's Strutt now. Got to be far enough. Try and disturb the end. He's short. Thompson now gets himself nicely settled down, plays. It's the ball now begin to swing. Round the back. Now, it's round the back of the end in case Strutt comes steaming through and runs the jack.
Strutt's going to have a close look at the end. Dropped his wood by the mat so he can study, but not much doubt about the position there, that Hitchen and Thompson stand there with 1.
Interesting point there, as Strutt walks back. He's left his wood by the side of the mat, and you know, you've got to leave it within reach so that you can pick it up without quitting the footer. If he'd left it 3 yards away and he couldn't have picked it up while he was stood on the foot, he would have lost it.
Yeah. Oh, he's well away, well away. So that tightens it up nicely. 1 to Bob Hitchen, and Alan Thompson makes it 4 across.
Again, Hitchen sets the mark, not going a long way. About 30 yards. Just trying to make good leads all the time. Put them a bit near, make them lick them. I think they've taken some stock of Blackburn's corner bowling in the earlier heats, Richard, because he certainly pulled some good balls out, particularly in the Pros Frith semi-final. Played some really cracking balls in the corners, Blackburn. Good ball. Chance if he can rub the jack. Rubbed it the wrong way. Unlucky ball. There's Blackburn walking around the end, and it gives some information, asking Strutt to pull out a really good ball. They've got a bad lie, won't peg, just on the bottom side, gone through.
A very different position for Alan Thompson to play at. Ample opportunity for him to make it a couple. Not with anything like that, so Ken Strutt left to play the final wood of this end. And a very difficult position to be in. No certainty that if he touches the jack, it's going to benefit him at all. A try by Ken Strutt, but left the end undisturbed. Gives another one to Hitchen and Thompson. Edge into a lead, 5-4.
Hitchen, 5-4.
That was a good ball of Strutt's, the last one, because it saved. They could have been in some sort of trouble there. Thompson playing at that ball that lay on the left to play it out and leave three. He just missed it, but Strutt came up and played a win and save ball. It didn't win, but it was a good second. Kept the game tight, to only give one away. May have just won it, that ball. Still a little bit of room. Hitchen got to adjust this one, take a yard out. Just slipped through in the bottom. Keeps going, he's found one here. Found a good ball.
Ken Strutt.
Well, he just wrapped that ball on the far side. I don't think it's made much difference. Flopped it over a couple of times. He's still got one bang in front of the jack, that one played by Blackburn. Now Thompson has got to try and winkle that one out if he can, but he's short, played a no ball, didn't send it. I think they'll export Thompson to Lancashire if he plays a few more short balls like that. That's the money he'll be going.
The look on his face told he wasn't too happy about it himself. And that's picked up by Dave Blackburn. Ken Strutt doesn't know.
Here's the clothesline people coming out.
The red one. It's the red one, Eddie Elson says. Gives 1 to Strutt and Blackburn. That's the position, 5 across.
Notice, Richard, here they've come down into this bottom corner. It may be that Strutt is thinking about having a go in the corners after Hitchen and Thompson have wandered about in the middle of the green a little bit. They're not really hitting it off there. Strutt might be looking for a good long trip here. Plays a second, winner, good ball.
Good one.
Up to the jack. Cracking ball. Hitchen got to reach. Drop a little bit on the peg, but might find the gap. Go right through the gap. Gone out. Just a rub.
Well,
just gone by. Only just kissed the jack on the side, but it's gone out. Good ball. Drop against the peg all the time coming down here. Drop more yet. Might just squeeze inside and get another.
what do you make? That could be 2 for Blackburn and Strutt.
Yeah, more than a chance. I think they might count a double. Thompson's played at the end. Not altered it. Still the same.
Hit the right one, but doesn't make any difference. Dave Blackburn.
Bit of a row on here if he hits the red ball and turns it over.
Oh.
That's took one off them. That's second now, the red ball. The yellow one bang in front of the jack there. Thompson will can do a timber shifting job here if he gets into these far enough and on a road, bangs them hard. Oh.
Well, that certainly changed it in favour of Thompson and Hitchen. They agree 1. Must be 2 as well. Must be a second. They agree a second. It's a question of whether or not there's 3. Two.
Said.
To Thompson and Hitchen. To the holders. They're on 7, Strutt and Blackburn 5.
Hitchen's got to try and improve on this first ball. Again, they've come back a bit short, Richard. Once it's stopping, it'll peg away at the finish, come down to the right. Could be the first that.
It's
whipped round at the death.
much the same trap though. He's left an awful lot for Blackburn to play at.
Yeah, he'll be a bit tight at the finish. If he doesn't run up to the jack, it'll peg. Thompson's give it a bit better land if he can get there. Runs down the hill, it can win it. It'll have to run a bit more yet. It's chucked it. That's the first. Hitchens fell in a bit of a trap here. This runs and pegs hard, now it can win. Turned his peg round. Gone in the other way, trying to play one right through the gap and up to the jack. Good ball.
Certainly two. Big score. Give them two. 2 to Strutt and Blackburn. And look at that for the final game, 7 across. And in the next 3 ends it stayed relatively close, Strutt and Blackburn just getting the better of it, moving into a 10-8 lead. And at the start of the 13th end, it's Bob Hitchen setting the mark for the holders.
Left-handed, mate.
Now then, Richard, Hitchens decided to have a try in these corners. I think they've given the small mark project up now. I think they're going to play him a long way and hope to get out on these long breaking marks. He's played one down in the bottom corner, but giving them a bit of room to work in. Blackburn. Farther he runs and nearer he goes. Very good ball. Just a yard by, that's all, but wins the end.
Been playing well on these long marks, Dave Blackburn. Bob Hitchen respond.
Chance. Might just go by, missing the jack. Gone out. There's Blackburn trotting after the ball. Looking to play one really close. Only 15 up. Strutt and Blackburn leading by 2, 10-8. Already lie 2 at this end. Thompson trying to pick up the jack and does it, but knocks it to the yellow ball. Cruel stroke of luck there for Thompson. Good ball, bang on the road, ran into the jack and carried it onto the yellow ball. Now, Thompson's got to play at the end. Finds a super ball here, he can run the jack. Think it's a chance. Oh, just missed it, went through the gap. There's Ken Strutt. Diggleman. Near Oldham. BBC Two viewers remember perhaps this great final he had on the screen with Dennis Mercer in the Waterloo, and just lost, but now fortunes may change. Might come off here as BBC Two champion. Got one on for certain.
Well, that was an attempt by Ken Strutt to improve the position, but has to settle for the 1. But a useful lead now for Strutt and Blackburn, 11. Hitchen and Thompson, 8.
Another good long mark. Blackburn, real good reacher. Again, come to the front now, leading the jack. Played one. Very good ball, only about 2 foot by the jack. They realise they only want 4 for up. They're leading 11-8, 15 up. May have just give up. That looks a bit nearer than what it is. Referee Elson there confirming that the yellow ball is on. Left it, not far enough, still running but can't do it. It's died.
But it's in the way, Harry. Bob Hitchen finds some way past.
Might find it with this one.
Good try.
May have just hung out too much, but Dave Blackburn confirms that that ball from Hitchen is counting. It's a dead length. Just gone by.
Go on, kid, like it way there.
Thompson now looking to get another. Try and get back in the game. Doesn't want to hit those short balls on the peg now. Down the bottom side. Almost off the green. Well, he's got it away. Nice Strutt. Looks nicely paced. Good pace ball. Clear running. He's waving it out there. Hitchen. Thompson again reaching up. Trying to get another ball. Doesn't want to do any damage. Plays far enough. He can get another if it runs. Just died.
They haven't agreed on that, Harry, at all. I thought, well, the referee Elson makes up his mind anyway and gives 1 to Hitchen and Thompson. Hitchen and Thompson 9, Strutt and Blackburn 11.
Now then, big change in the Yorkshire tactics here. I think this is the first time Thompson's led the jack for the Hitchen Thompson team since the first heat. Fair lead. Funny mark. Right across the knob of the green. Playing thumb peg, it's got to keep trotting down that hill. Might just catch them out here and pinch a few chalks. It's still got to go to win, it can't win yet. Give up. Thompson may not have been happy with his second balls, Richard, and decided to let Hitchen have a do at the back. Because Hitchen's, you know, a smooth, easy reacher.
Well, it was at the last end that Thompson played some wayward bowls.
You've got the 2 of you.
It's better.
Both spread out a little bit, but they've not been licked yet. Here's Blackburn. I don't think he's put any in this. He'll have to run. Have to run a bit more. And again, and missed that ball. Won it now. Good ball. Hitchen now the danger man. Pegging hard. Can he pick the jack up? Just missed it. And gone out. Strutt now, not wanting to do anything silly, just trying to sneak one if he can. Missed that short ball.
Plenty of room for manoeuvre for Bob Hitchen, and he's being asked by his partner whether or not he'd like to try the other peg.
Well, he's done it. He's turned his ball around, tried to play it on the bottom side. It could be that he might be short. It's a bit more distance. Run away hard, and again it could win it if it runs. Give up.
And it leaves Strutt and Blackburn counting one. Certainly Dave Blackburn thinks so. Ken Strutt to play. Tap on one of those backwoods wouldn't do any harm if it was going fast enough. But not that one.
Don't think it's altered the end much. Still the same. I think the yellow ball will count.
They all agree, 1 to Strutt and Blackburn. And they edge just a bit further in front on 12, Hitchen and Thompson 9. So this final match now at the stage where it is within the reach of Ken Strutt and Dave Blackburn to win it.
Strutt now leading the jack. Good pointers by Strutt and Blackburn. Strutt's an exceptionally good leader of the jack. He may be the man to take them out now and onto this BBC Two Top Crown title. He's led a good ball here. Patch it up with another one. Hitchen now back again at the front for the other Yorkshire pair. Misses all, he goes by, just gone out. Now the holders, Hitchen and Thompson, in some sort of trouble here. Strutt played 2 very good balls. Blackburn trying to play one lie game if he stops in with this ball. Lie game. Only 2 balls left now. Hitchen and Thompson to save the day. Well, if he's roaded, this has a chance if he's roaded. Bit of a chance this if it's roaded. Just stuck round the back.
Well, it must have saved something. I think Ken Strutt still thinks they might be in with 2. Might be in with 2, and of course Dave Blackburn's got another one to play.
He's asking Blackburn to play at that back ball belonging to Thompson. I think the yellows still have a couple if he touches it. Oh, no. He's done the jack.
Well, there's still a possibility of 2 there, surely, for Strutt and Blackburn.
They've certainly got 2. They may even have 3.
Alan Thompson, of course, has got 1 to play. And he's coming over to have a look.
Everything all right, Lou?
I think Alan Thompson's made up his mind about it.
Thompson realises the situation here. I think it's goodbye to their reign as BBC Two Top Crown champions if he doesn't produce a good ball here. Certainly played up. Not short. It's not short. Misses everything. He'll go through the end. It's all over and done with. Let's have a look. They made have 3. They've certainly got 2. And they believe that's all they've got.
And the referee is not going to give it away. He's going to give two.
No measure, just a double.
Blackburn. There it is, Strutt and Blackburn within one of the championship. Hitchen and Thompson. Difficult position there on 9.
Wants a really good lead now, Strutt. Looking for a good lead and playing one. Dead length, about a foot. If that one doesn't get beat, they'll be able to pick up the BBC Two Top Crown Trophy. And the £2,000 first prize that goes with it. Hitchen short. Strutt playing again. Finger peg down the middle of the green. Start swinging round, but it's just short of a length. Start pegging very lazy at the finish. Hitchen got to be far enough. He's doing the trip this time. Can he peg and pick the jack up clean? Oh, rubbed it and gone out. Just opened it out a little bit there to give Thompson a bit more room to work in, but Blackburn will be looking to play a reasonably good ball here.
Well, maybe next time. Still, they've got the one that counts until Alan Thompson.
Got to run, Thompson. Can nearly win with this ball. If it stops, it wins. Very good ball there from Thompson. That's drawn it. Thompson joining in there to watch the course of this ball. Strutt waving it on, dragging it down the hill, and it's just be second. Unlucky ball there from Blackburn. Looked to be in with a real chance and just rubbed the wrong way. Thompson again, played far enough. Nicely paced, could easily be another. Gets a lick off that ball, gets a brace. Lit the candles again, Thompson. It looked as though they were being buried.
Good
now
play
back
by
in the match.
Yes, good play by Alan Thompson. Counts 2. There it is, Thompson, Hitchen 11. Strutt, Blackburn stuck on 14.
Well, there's Thompson, just done a good feat. Remember last year, Richard, they came from behind to beat Norman Fletcher and Brian Duncan, and can they do it again this time? Thompson giving him a bit of a geography lesson there, just telling him where to go. He'll tell him where to go if he doesn't make a good lead.
Hitchen 11-14.
Played one. Played a good ball here. Very little over. Just pegged a little round the jack. Bit awkward to beat. One here doing the trip. Long way over. Get a couple here. Hitchen and Thompson. There could be some new favourites. Far enough. Far enough to get another. Two alike. Big double coming up. Oh, row on. Row on if he pegs. Yeah, bit of a row here. Might lodge on the ball and win. Oh, unlucky. Carried the jack through there, Blackburn. A really good ball, that. But it broke bad for him. Thompson wants to peg as hard as he can to get around these balls. Well, they're living dangerously now. Hitchen and Thompson, they just touch those balls and they're all falling about all over the place. One turning the wrong way could tip it against them.
Strutt and Blackburn can't walk off yet by any means.
Strutt's aware of the situation here, Richard, and he's trying to play a real good ball. And does it? It's won it, that. Thompson's got that to lick. Not messing about, Thompson. Played at it. Watch the end. Watch the end. Not gone yet. Dove gone through the gap. They've weighed in. Ken Strutt and Dave Blackburn are the new BBC Two top ground champions, beating Hitchen and Thompson 15-11.
So, last year's victors, Bob Hitchen and Alan Thompson, are this year's runners-up. Losers in a very close final to the partnership of Ken Strutt and Dave Blackburn. And the BBC Top Crown Pairs Championship presented this year by Mr. Paul Daniels, the man with the money. Let's hope he doesn't make it disappear, because there are two very anxious, two very worthy winners, one from either side of the Pennines, Ken Strutt, Dave Blackburn. Congratulations. And that is a heavy trophy. It takes two people to lift it. It's too heavy to hold aloft for too long. Perhaps you'd like to rest it on the table. Congratulations. A nice partnership, this one, from both sides of the Pennines.
Yeah, well, we both play for the same club in Friesland, and that's how we team up together.
The final, perhaps the hardest match you've played?
I think we had a tough match, second game. You know, and that went a bit either way.
You don't appear, do you, to play to any particular pattern? I mean, sometimes you play first, sometimes Dave plays first. How do you work it out?
No, we just play it as we go along and as we feel the green. It happens to be quickening up. Sometimes I take the jack, and if we feel like going for the corners, David will take it. Just depends who we're playing.
Because looking at some of those earlier rounds, Dave was certainly playing well on some of those long marks, wasn't he?
That's right. When it was running yesterday, and today was a bit slower. This drop of rain, and I took over a little bit. Came out well.
It certainly did. Did it make very much of a difference, Dave? Because it did rain quite heavily, didn't it? Sort of before and at the start of the final.
Oh, it slowed it down 2 or 3 yards, definitely, no doubt about it. And Ken's a boss man, and I just try and toss with him when I can, that's it.
And there must be a great deal of satisfaction, of course, in beating the holders.
Absolutely, especially from Yorkshire.
And a lot better off. Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, thank you.
So that's it from the BBC Trophy for 1983. I do hope you've enjoyed it. And from Blackpool, good night.